And then, that everyone's beautiful like diamonds. And then you'll hear the twang come in. Meow, meow, meow. Then County, California, Atlantic River, Pacific Ocean, between Germany and Pittsburgh, going to the north side. They think this is near Texas, country road.
Welcome back to Yappin with Mags.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to possibly the worst podcast setup there ever was. I'm your host, Maggie McLeod on Yapping with Mags, and you might be wondering, why are you in a cowboy hat with a whisk, with a sock in the whisk? That's a good question. I will answer 2 out of those 3 questions because the cowboy hat does not need to be answered. As for the whisk with the sock in it, it's because I'm so frustrated with my old mic, I decided why not just put the current mic that I usually use, which is just a wired fucking Apple headphone, inside of a whisk. Because why did I spend all that money on that when it doesn't work any better than the one I'm currently holding inside of a whisk right now? I put the sock on it for a little bit of to keep some of the P's and the Q's out of it. I'm sure you can still hear it. Rivers and roads, rivers and roads. That is currently what I have stuck in my head. And that song is the only song I think that can actually bring me to tears. Do you know this song? Rivers and roads, rivers till I reach you. That's been on my mind because you know what? I miss my friends and my family, and we are rivers and roads away. Actually, seas, Atlantic and Pacific and Arctic seas away from each other. I don't know what ocean is between us. I'm gonna be so real. I think it's Atlantic. Let me look this up. See, this is the annoying thing. Now I have to. How am I gonna hold this mic? This is so difficult. What ocean is between Pittsburgh and Germany? The Atlantic. What did I say? I don't think I said the right one. That's all I know. Sorry. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay. That's embarrassing. Anyway, breaking news. Social media is bad for me. On the that's the news. That's the my news sound. Sorry, I was just crashing out there for a second. Yeah, I have been my screen count. I know I talked about this in the last episode that I was getting frustrated about it, but my screen, the what is it called? Oh, the fucking, the 9 hours and 30, my thing that tells me how much I've been on my phone has been going up and up and up. Do you understand? And it just keeps getting worse. And you know why? It's because this is becoming my job. Not this specifically. This is making me no money. This is probably actually putting me in the negative. This fucking off. But what's not putting me in the negative is TikTok. And this is starting to become a full-time job. But it is actually so bad for me. I'm realizing because I'm like that 82-year-old drunk man who was blinded from drinking too much moonshine as a teenager, and now he walks around like he's had a lobotomy, and he goes into the casinos with such a mindset, and he sits down on the slot machines. Hey, it's 10 in the morning. Hey, it's a Wednesday, and he just pulls on that slot machine like a rat in an experiment. That's me on TikTok. Every time I see those views go up, oh, that gives me a rush like you don't understand. I hate to say it, but I'm going to say it. When I see that go up from 90,000, refresh, 100,000, ooh, bing, give me more, and I just keep scrolling, refresh. That's me on the fucking slot machine. And when a video starts going viral, that's those 3 oranges across the slot machine. That's like I just won big boy money, And that's just like, that gives me a rush like no other. So what did I do? Instead of actually deciding to get off of social media, I said, how about we remedy this by getting me glasses? Because I started getting eye pain. Because I was looking at a screen so much that it gave me eye pain. Here are the glasses, by the way. They're blue light glasses. They're on Amazon. Shout out Becca. She was my friend. She decided to, she gave me the recommendation to get these because she decided to get them as well. I'll put them over top so I can model them for you. I think they're quite nice. You can see what the blue coming off of them. I feel like I'm invincible with these on. So now I can just keep having my screen time go up and up and up, and it won't affect me in the slightest. My health is fine. My personal health, my mental health, my physical health is fine because I got the Blu-ray glasses, okay? Do you know what we'd need to have though? We need to have imagine if iPhone came out with a 3D. Hey, patented, I take it, calling it. Yapping with Mags is calling it. Imagine a 3D glasses you could put on to go with your iPhone, and then you can just have the reels, the brain rot bouncing, like literally jumping out at you. I think that would be great. Can you imagine just having like David Dobrik jumping out at you? David Dobrik, get off of my boobs, because like he's going to reach for them if he's going to be 3D on an iPhone, Him, Jason Nash. Okay, actually, Nightmare Blunt rotation. Let's go. Him, Jason Nash, Stephen Colbert. I don't know why that just jumped out at me, that name. I want to say I know who that is. Who else? The Frogs. The Frogs are gay. The Frogs are making the oceans gay. The Frogs are making the Pacific Atlantic Ocean gay. Who's he? The Frogs are making the ocean gay. No, but I don't know his name. But the Frogs. You know who I'm talking about? The Frogs are gay. Alex Jones. That's what it was. The claims that chemicals, specifically the herbicide anthracene, are turning frogs gay in a conspiracy theory. Okay, he's in the Nightmare Blunt rotation, and I think that's like most of it. I don't know who else I'd put in there. I don't want to say something not like I'm trying to be edgy, like, oh, twump, shut up. But I think that's my Nightmare Blunt rotation. Anyway, I don't know how I got on that. I was talking about the screens sucking me in, the portal of I started off on social media to respond to something, a comment, to engage on my account, right? To post something. And because that's my job now, actually. What the fuck? That's my job. And I get on there. And then, hey, 2 hours go by. And that wasn't for my work. And I got sucked into the portal, and there's no coming out. You might as well put blinders on me. I'm in there. I can't see anything but, oh. I could be an A27 movie. Do you understand? I actually don't know if that's what it's called. A47, A27, like the really freaky horror, like Hereditary type. Well, I don't want to talk about it. I'm alone in this house. That's the other thing. We watched a horror movie recently, and now I've been hearing, I don't want the ghost to hear me. Oh my God, wait, I'm actually scared. I got chills. I was hearing someone bouncing a ball around in this house earlier. I'm all by myself this weekend. I'm so scared. I just got to make it one more day and then I'm fine. And then Simon comes back. Okay. But yeah, I've been going down the social media portal where I just get stuck. And I'm sucked into the portal. And then 4 hours go by and I go, what just happened? Where am I? Where's up? Where's down? Where's exit? Where's exit? I don't know where exit is. Hey. You just got out of a TikTok portal. You're good. Breathe with me. Breathe with me. It's okay. You're fine. It's all good. It's all good. That's me every 4 hours because I pop in and out of a TikTok portal. Speaking of portals, I've been really finding black holes interesting. Not yours. But black holes are so weird to me because I don't understand anything about them or how they work. Like, what do you mean? Where does it go? Where? It starts in front of me and I can't see the other side. All right, I'm getting this whisk is why I oughta. Do you know what I mean? My scrunchie came out too. Let's suck it. Oh, why I oughta. I love that. Insane. I think it's really sexist, actually. Didn't like Albert or someone say that he was going to send his wife to the moon, meaning he was going to like punch her so hard she'd fly to the moon? We're in the space theme, so I figured I'd bring it up. Why I oughta? Who said that? Why I oughta? And he would like wave his wrist in the air. Meaning. Okay, I guess it's just from the time period of like the 40s or something. It's not specific to any show. Why I oughta. Oh, when this whisk gets away, when this whisk starts whisking around, why I oughta. Be a mic. Whisk, be a mic. It's too much being a whisk. All right, so let's look into black holes for a second here. What do I want to look up? Where do black holes lead to? Okay. Where do black holes lead to? The internet goes, the end of your mama. Inside the event horizon? Oh, that sounds scary. A black hole is a region of space-time where gravity is so strong and nothing, not even light, can escape once it's past the event horizon. From our current physics, what happens inside this boundary can't be observed directly. Oh my God, I got more chills than the little girl bouncing a ball in my apartment. I've decided it's a little girl. I got a feeling. I'm not going to joke around about that anymore. It's kind of freaking me out. The known laws of physics as described by general relativity breakdown. I don't know where the Pacific Ocean is. I think I'm literally on the Atlantic right now. I don't know where I am or anything about this. As described by general relativity, breaks down at the singularity, a point of infinite density and zero volume, where space-time curvative becomes infinite. Okay, so that's scary as fuck. That's actually so scary. What might lie beyond? What might lie the beyond? Is what it says. Singularity. There is no beyond. In the simplest models, everything that falls in is crushed to a singularity. There's no path through, just an endpoint where our understanding fails. That's not an explanation. White holes? We got white holes and black holes? I stand with the white holes and black holes. It's 2025. Get over yourself. Some theories propose that a black hole could connect to a white hole. The opposite of a black hole is something that only expels matter and light. This is purely theoretical. No white holes have ever been observed. And then there's wormhole, and that was Einstein-Rosen bridges. In theories, a black hole could be connected to another region of space-time, perhaps another universe or distant part of our own, through a wormhole. However, such wormholes could likely be unstable and collapse almost instantly. What are you talking about? Or fuzzballs? Quantum gravity and fuzzballs? In a string theory and quantum gravity research, some suggest black holes may not contain singularities at all, but rather quantum fuzzballs, compact, finite objects that store information differently. I don't know what to do with that. Why is it so cute, though? Why are black holes looking cute? They're like, yeah, it's either a wormhole or a fuzzball. The infinite black nothingness that leads to nowhere and nobody can get through or out or in? Yeah, I think there's fuzzballs and wormholes in there. Okay, I'm fine with that. Thank you. That actually made me feel a lot better. Yeah. You know, this is giving me anxiety. I'm not going to lie. You know what's really been giving me anxiety recently, though? Trying to speak German. I have anxiety when I try to speak German. Deutsch. It's still very vulnerable for me. I've been here over a year. Do you understand? And I still can't speak German. I mean, I can, but like, I'm still nervous about it. I still have these days where I go, I'm not speaking. Not at all. Because, you know, there's a difference between how I sound when I speak English, which is perfect, and then there's how I speak in German, which is literally a toddler. I go from being like with the utmost I can't say a sentence. There's nothing in this brain. With the utmost reverence and the inevitable. Let me look up a sentence to say so I sound smart. Fancy English sentence. Fancy English sentence. Okay. Give me. With the utmost reverence of the inevitable intricacies of existence. Dun, 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 dun. I endeavor to articulate. Dun, 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 dun. It's classical music. A sentiment so exquisitely labyrinthine dun, 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 that its very utterance seemed to shimmer with the opulent resonance of superfluous eloquence. And in German, I'm like, hey, where is toilet? I must pee. And then in German, I'm like, hey, where is toilet? I must throw up beer. The Germans forced me to drink beer number 12. Where can I pee? Make sure to follow the socials on TikTok and Instagram at Yappin with Mags. That's at YAPPIN with WITH Mags, MAGS on TikTok and Instagram. And then I have my main page, actually, which is at German with Maggie. And you can follow me there as well. So thanks again for listening. Let's get back to yapping. Anyway, where can I excrete my bodily functions? I'm going to look this up too. How do I ask to read my bodily functions in a very fancy way? How do I ask to pee in a fancy way? Okay, they took this a little too seriously. Excuse me, I need to use the restroom. What the fuck? If you'll pardon me, I need to freshen up. Freshening up is taking a dookie. Excuse me, I must pay a visit to the porcelain throne. Okay, you're trying to be funny. All right, stupid, dumb, doo-doo, stupid. But yeah, I do feel very vulnerable in German. And yeah, when people switch to English immediately with me, I'm like, oh, so you think I'm stupid? They switch to English. I go, hello, yes, what would you like? Oh, so you think I'm fat and ugly and stinky and stupid? Okay, I got it. That's fine. I don't care. This is like the amount of times I've had that happen where someone's like, I'll be like, hallo, ja, ich hätte gerne ein Latte Macchiato mit Hafermilch. Ja, und would you like sugar with that? Nein, bitte, ich möchte einfach Milch mit Espresso. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not understanding you. Do you mind actually just asking? That's my really bad German impression, by the way. Do you mind actually just speaking in English? It's starting to turn French because the French are really the people that do that. Sorry, I can speak English. You must not be so, how would you say embarrassing to yourself? Yeah. Well, you know, it's okay. I'll get there. I am starting to get more confident, and my channel's helping me get confident at German with Maggie. Yeah, the Germans, though, you know what I found out about them? They love Country Road and Sweet Caroline. Those songs are banging. They will bust it down. You think a German body can't move? You think that they don't have rhythm, that they can't move those hips, that they're a little too uptight to move? Turn on some West Home. Turn on some Sweet Home, Sweet Caroline, Home, Virginia, Pennsylvania, Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas. Can anyone else sing that song? Because I can do it from A to Z. There is no Z in the US, but I can do it. And they will sing Sweet Caroline, and it's very bizarre because I don't think any of them have ever been to West Virginia, nor they want to. If they looked up a photo of it, they'd say, hey, this looks like Germany, actually. This is just flat ground. But we'll be getting down in a club. We've been busting it out, you know, to Rihanna. Diamonds in the night, na na, into a night, you and I. And then, you know, that everyone's beautiful like diamonds. And then you'll hear the twang come in. Then County, California, Atlantic River. Pacific Ocean, between Germany and Pittsburgh, going to the north side. They think this is near Texas, Country Road. And then everyone, and I'm like, hey guys, it's so randomly thrown in there. That one in Sweet Caroline. And it sucks me back to thinking I'm back in college, to be honest. I can't with it. You know, I'm on my sober month, by the way, so and I have one more week to go, and then I'm gonna be like, I'll just take a literal, please give me, what am I saying? Please give me, I would just like one of your finest jars of olives soaked in martini juice. That will be enough for me, thank you. Good. That's me. We're doing a girls trip to Berlin, and it's about to go down. When West Virginia Country Road, Take Me Home, Atlantic Ocean comes on, I'm gonna be, West Virginia. I'm gonna bust up the harmonica. I'll bring it on in the next podcast. I can do it to Piano Man. Everyone around me knows that, and they hate it, and they're annoyed. But you've never heard it, so I'll play it on the next podcast. Then you can be annoyed with the rest of them. Oh, that's all she knows. She has no idea for the fucking song on that thing. But I can learn West Virginia as well. Have you heard of Two Beers and a Puppy? Speaking of alcohol. Because this is quite interesting to me. It's how you can gauge what kind of friendship you have with each person. Here's the question. Can you sit down and have a beer with them? 2 beers with them. Each of you have 2 beers. And it not be weird or awkward, and you enjoy yourself, and it fills up your cup. Can you also trust them to watch your puppy for a week while you go on vacation? If you trust them to watch your puppy, but you can't have 2 beers with them, this is a nice person, move along, your personalities aren't going to click. if you can sit down and have 2 beers with this person, but you don't trust them around their puppy, you better not be sober around this person. This is a party friend that you go out because they bring your energy up a little bit, but I don't want to see you hanging out getting coffee with them. I don't want you to get an espresso with out in public in the open air with them. This is a strictly nighttime person, like going out to the club, dancing, because they are not somebody to be trusted. This is a scary person. And number 3, if you trust them to watch your puppy for a week, and also you can have 2 beers with them, that's a homie. Like, hang on to them. That's a homie for life. You better love up on them, because that's a good person. That's a good friend. And I can think of, I know someone in all areas of my life where I could have a beer with them. I'm not letting them near my theoretical golden retriever. Don't touch my theoretical golden retriever. I don't trust you. Do you hear me, bitch? I'll sit down and have a Hellas with you and another Hellas with you. But if you say, oh, can I pet your dog? Hands off. But then I also, have some people who I would let them watch my dog. But, like, to be honest, thanks, bye, we're going on vacation. You weren't invited. We're going to Italy. I hope you have fun cleaning up my dog's dog shit. Because we're not having a beer together either. But then the person that is coming with me to the Italy trip, but if I wanted to, they could watch my dog and we'd be fine. That person is going to, they're going to be giving a speech at my funeral. Not in the near future. Knocked on wood. So that's just something, a little theory that I find quite interesting, actually. Can you notice I have a lot more energy today? Woo! I just feel so good right now. And I think it's because I do have my Hafer. That's oat in German. That's not your German word of the day, though. But Hafer drink cappuccino. I started that up. And that's why I'm talking so fast. And why would you not want this energy for Squid Games? Because I signed up for Squid Games and their asses dragged me through 4 interviews and then ghosted me. And then sent me a reject letter like a month later. And I gave my all. I gave my sorority girl all. Never was in a sorority. I can do the voice of, hi, I'm Maggie McLeod, and I'm from a small town, rural town called Greensburg, Pennsylvania. I have 2 moms, 3 dogs, 4 cactuses, and 5 degrees. And they loved me. They enjoyed me so much. They're like, you're so real, but you're also so high energy and so fun. And then they were like, shut your bitch ass up. You're not coming on to the next round. Don't expect to be fighting for your life for $1 million in the next game. Whatever. Put me on Beast Games. Put me on Beast mode on Beast Games, okay? That's so cringe. His name is so cringe. I want to start beef with Beast Games. Or what is his name? Mr. Beast, sorry. I'm starting beef with Mr. Beast. Hey, yo, you and me, my 2 followers, my mom and me, against you, bro, and your billions. Weed out do you. You've never seen my mom. She's jacked from yoga. But yeah, I need to stop watching YouTube anymore, and I need to read more. I actually got some more books. I got them today. They are fresh. They have not been opened. Maybe 1 page read. Hee sneaky peek. I got my 3 books right here. I'll give you a little review real quick. We got 1984. That's a classic. To be honest, I was influenced by the Brittany Broski because she has been reading classics, and it made me want to go back to all the ones that I spark noted in high school and never actually read. Then we have Rebecca. This was inspired by someone put like a little note on it saying this was their favorite in the bookstore. Like one of the workers, so that's why I chose that. And then this was when I chose all of my free will. I did like the cover. It's called A Way to Go. And I opened the first page, read the writing style, and I said, yep, that's going to be the one for me. Thanks. So I have those 3 books. I have to read them. I have these 2. I'm going to be honest, they're so thick. It's called Why Nations Fail. It's also kind of it's becoming a classic, whatever. It is really good. It's just so dense and so much information. And they talk about the Atlantic Ocean a little too much. No, I'm kidding. But it is a very like it's a dense read. And then also I have one called it's about, I don't actually even know the title, but I am like 100 pages in. But it's about the evolution of humans and how we use that to accelerate AI technology, because we're basing AI off of the human brain essentially. But not really. We're basing it off of what led to the human brain and starting at the basics to get to such a complex creature like the human, you know? And I thought that was really interesting, but it's also a very dense read, bro. With a lot of fucking biology in there, okay? And I didn't do very well in biology in school. The vegetarian play that I talked about in my last episode that I was so hyped up to see, I didn't see it. And that's the end of the story. I'm not talking about it anymore. Do you understand? That's it. because I'm pissed off because it was sold out, because does no one else have anything better to do with their lives than to go see a play? Woo. Ooh, happy for you. You planned ahead too, nerd. I waited last minute, went online. They said maybe at the box office. Did I end up seeing the play? No. Was I all dressed up and nowhere to go? Yes. I was in my heels, my boot heels. Simon and I both went. My lovely boyfriend even took a work day off for this because I was so excited to go see this. And we walk out of the box office. 2 tickets for an Italian bitte. I speak English. No, she didn't say that actually. But they said, no, sorry, there's no more tickets, and there's no box office tickets either. Then why lie to me online and say there might be some tickets? Don't play with my heart like that. Heidelberg Theater Company and Co. I don't actually know what they're called. But yeah, I got my books. I also got my roses. So what else does a girl need? If your girl's having a bad day, get her roses in a book. And if she doesn't read, hold her hand and say, hey, babe, you need to. All right. Anyway, German word of the day. I didn't have one prepared, but if I think of one, I feel like I can come up with one. Okay, got it. Let's look up what it is because I feel like I can never get the pronunciation. It's not even I'm kind of sick and tired of learning about German words that are they have this really complex meaning for when you have to pee and poo at the same time, but you can't do either because you're constipated and you have a gallbladder disease, and it's called Kerfuffleplump. Don't need to know that word. What I do want to know is how to say cucumber in German, because I do remember hearing this and it was really funny. And I don't know what article it is. I don't know if it's a man. Okay, it ends with an E, so it's probably feminine, but we'll see. Gurke. Gurke. So that's your German word of the day, actually. If you didn't hear that, I'll play it one more time for you. Get a little Gurke ASMR in here. We actually have a cucumber tree, and his name is Gurk. We don't say it the correct way, but his name is Gurk. Take off the E. He's a man. Let me play it one more time. Gurke. Oh, wow. She said that loud. She's a little into that. She's a little too into that. Okay. Whoa, Miss AI. All right. Well, I think that's it for me today. Say hi to Pierre and bye to Pierre in the same sentence, please. Thank you. And I'll see you on the next podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed and love y'all.
This has been a Yapping with Mags podcast.